with capable large language model support, you can realize any project in your mind instantly. In this case, I'm going to show you how to use Cursor to help me to simulate bank payment workflow. So as you can see here, I can see two windows that I can proceed with the payment workflow. So let's first of all see how this workflow works. So on the left-hand side, it is a simulation of a client interface. So basically the client will go to this interface and input the payment information. There are several preset transaction information, which I can choose and test immediately. Of course, you can choose the custom transaction option, where you can insert each field manually. So let's first try this one, suspicious pattern, which means that we are simulating that the client is inserting all the information to make a payment. Okay, you can think as the client go to the bank and filling a payment instruction form and let the clerk to proceed with the payment, or they use this interface directly in the online banking. And after we click submit payment, here payment submitted for processing. Okay, so we click OK. And on the right hand side, you can see this is a bank clerk interface. So basically this is a simplified stage where the bank clerk receive the payment and ask a large language model to screen this payment and to decide if we approve or reject this payment. Okay, as you can see here, we can choose this use large language model for screening. If we choose that, which means that this payment will get the feedback from large language model to tell you if you should approve it or reject it. And because we already have some preset information like the prompt template to ask a large language model to simulate the anti-money laundering, counter-terrorist financing screening. So there is a logic behind it. It will work like a compliance officer for us to refer to understand if this payment is okay or not. Okay, so now this payment is already here. We can see the last one. Okay, so we can do the action by click view, and we can see here there is already a screening results, which means that the large language model is giving us feedback like allowed tag is false, which means it should not be allowed. Risk level is high. The reason this payment is made to multiple recipients, which raises suspicious money laundering or other financial crimes. The large amount may also be suspicious in the context of a typical consulting service. Okay, so basically, as you can see, we already see John Smith made several payments before. So this argument of saying that the payment is made to multiple recipients makes sense. And also, you can see this is a large amount payment, maybe suspicious for consulting fee is also reasonable. But remember, this is a simplified simulation, which means that the purpose of it is to demonstrate you how the cursor powered by large language model and also the screening process powered by large language model could help you quickly simulate a workflow. Okay, so then here we can decide to approve or reject. Okay, if we click approve, we're going to see this record updated as approved. And of course, if we think we should reject, and it will be rejected. After you close this program and then you enter into a program again, this record will not be able to be modified, and you can start a new payment and try again. Okay, so this simulation is simplified because when you actually do a payment in the bank, these information are not the only information you need to provide. You actually need to provide additional information. In that case, I'm going to simulate in a future video to make you have a more detailed view of how the bank works with the different information.